There we go. Bunch of trash. Got the coffee
really
can
soft.
full. Soft? What?
Soft metal.
This?
This.
Oh, that. Yeah, probably just a lead ring or something. Our first day at the ball, down the ball field, but the ball field's full, so we came over the rec park, and that ain't, you don't get the old coins there, but she got her new AT Pro, the big coil. I put the small coil on mine. I found a few coins with it, but for this I'd just soon have the big coil, I think. So that's our first hunt together. Alright, Friday, May 18th, I think. Got 19th. The wife another, is it the 19th? Wow. Got another AT Pro. I debated on whether to get a mine lab, but I decided to stay with the AT Pro. I kind of like it, and I've learned it, so I'll stick with that until I learn it a little better. But we did get the 5x8 coil, which is kind of nice. So I've been playing with that around the house where I couldn't find anything, and I've picked up a few pennies. So now we come to an old place up in here. There's an old farm, some apple orchard. I came up here back in the 80s when I had a dirt bike, and it was just like somebody had just moved out. You look through the windows and all the stuff was there. But then 5 years later I come up and the place was trashed. But we'll go up and see if the barn's still standing, and we'll show you what it looks like when we get up there. It's only a couple 100 yards out the woods.
The old farm where we used to come and pick apples. These orchards are way overgrown, but they have flowers on them, which mine don't right now, which kind of worries me. But there used to be a barn there adjacent to the house, and it is no longer. There's a tractor in there, but I'd be kind of scared to go in there to get it now. There was a tractor in there. You got bees on you?
Yeah. Well, back at the old ball field. Try it. The sun's just coming up. I got up early, so Memorial Day weekend, Saturday morning. Been raining all week. Been working on the garden, getting that ready to go, but I'm gonna go try it. I've had conflicting reports on which way the football field used to go. Back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, there used to be a football field down here. But I think it went like this. I found Wheaties over here at the 50-yard line and the silver over there at the 50-yard line. So we're going to poke around a little today, see if we can find anything else. We've tried a few different hunts, but with the wife's new detector, found some relics and junk, but we haven't really had very good luck the last week or two, so we'll give it a try this morning. I'll let you know if I find anything. Well, dug 3 or 4 memorial cents. This one was down about 6 inches, so hopefully we can get into some wheats or something. Let's see, this is a dime. Well, maybe. Yeah, dime. Alright, don't look silver. We'll check it when we get home. On to the next. Better than a memorial penny, I guess. Alright, this one says down 8 inches, and pretty darn close to 8 inches. So see if we can get something besides clad. Let's see what we got this time. Freaking mud, I know that. Freaking memorial penny. Down 8 inches. Boy, I don't know. Stuff's got to be buried awful deep if it's old, I guess. Oh well. On to the next. Well, you can see where I walked across here. Picking up all this. Not mercs, but giving you a hint what's going on here. Started there and I decided to turn around. Come back, got another one, 6 inches, to get another dime. But it was reading a little higher, reading about 83. That one looks silver. Definitely. Roosevelt. I'm gonna rub it. I ain't got my glasses, so I couldn't tell you what date it is anyway. We'll look at it when we get home. But yay! As I rock on 2 would say, yay! Alright, on to the next. Well, about ready to call it a day. Worked my way over here. I got a bunch of clad, but you see those numbers? Sounds pretty good. 95, 96. Gotta be something big down there, but we're gonna dig it up, see what it is. Right there, that's it. Alright, I'll let you know what we find. Well, no $50 or silver dollar. Freaking tin cup. Tin or aluminum. I figured. Down there quite a ways. Oh well. Got my hopes up for a minute there. Alright. Give a little wrap up of the last few weeks here of random hunting. Brought the camera, and sometimes we didn't bring the camera. Started films and didn't stop them. Gotta clean off some of the dust here. But we'll give you a wrap up anyway. We went up to an old beach there and found some coins. We have to wife a detector. You probably know that by now by watching the video, but I got a few old coins and a little bracelet. I don't think it's just costume jewelry. And then friend Dan and I went down the old foundations down the road here and did some relic hunting. I got my first accordion harmonica reed there. A couple of spoons. Found this one down to his parents' house. Yeah, Gerber. No, that's the one we got at. We got that up to the pond, the same place as we got the coins. You can tell it's got that same red stain on it. This is the one I got down to his parents' house. Haven't really looked at it. Finally, I got my glasses on today and the HD camera here, so doesn't seem to want to macro in today. There it goes. Fairly modern, probably. Walling fur or something. But anyway, a nice buckle down here to the old foundation. Brass buckle, still got the iron on it there. And some gears we found down to his parents' house. There used to be an old trotting track there for horses. My friend Dan found this. It's got this was down to the old schoolhouse where they found that. And I found this down to his parents' yard, back of a pocket watch or something. And found this in the backyard. Boy, that thing sung out pretty, boy, I'll tell you. That thing was just a whistling. I thought, boy, I found a big old coin. And it popped out. I don't know how old it is, but still pretty nice. Sounds good when you drop something on it. Has a nice ring to it. Some other junk, assorted junk we found. Snaps. Another nice buckle I found down there at the foundation. You can see the wear marks in there and where it was hitting. So that was a pretty nice one. And, friend Dan, he found 2 buttons This is first time down there at the old foundation. Old flat buttons, probably from the 1700s. Boy, I told him, I bet you were pretty excited when you pulled that out, thinking you thought you had a silver coin for sure. So that was still a nice find rather. And this old axe, I'm gonna have to open a store. I got like 5 axe heads now I found around these old foundations. But this one's probably the oldest one I found. In fact, it is an axe. Random hunt at the well, this one here, this button that we went up there to the old farm there where I got into the bees. The wife was laughing so hard that she kept turning the camera on and off. But she found an old button. She was pretty proud of that. And then I got a bottle opener. But yeah, that damn bee thing there. Holy cow, that bee was right on my back, just out of reach of my hand, you know. I never use that little wrap-around thing you tie around there, you know. I got it with my calico detector. It says calico detectors on it. It's got 2 little pouches there, one for junk and one for trash. Well, I usually use I have a jacket on, so I got 1 pocket for coins and 1 for junk, you know. So I tied that thing around my shirt, and then I tried to get that shirt off. Friggin' ripped the top of my shirt all to hell. And by the time I got it off, it had ripped that thing all to hell too, so. But at least I didn't get stung. This stuff is stuff we got at the ball field during the week. Nothing really old. I think there was 2 wheat pennies in here. And this was kind of neat. I got a Maine Association championship. I assume it's baseball, since it was just down outside the first base line there. And my tin cup I got. Maybe the top of a thermos, we're thinking. And some random stuff. That's the only silver I got down there. That Saturday morning, 1956 Rosie. Got a little twist to it. And no mint mark, I guess. And I got a 63. 63. I thought it was a 53 Canadian. And a bunch more. Mostly memorials, like I said. I think there's 2 wheats, but I haven't cleaned them up yet. We've been busy planting gardens and getting that done. These went down the ball field, and well, I mentioned it in my last clip there that I had found a bunch of Wheaties. I found like 8 or 9 Wheaties there in one area, and then we got the rest of them down to his parents' house there. So they're all hard to read, probably. I'm not going to try to guess what they are. If I see one, they're 50 something. You guys can see them better than I can. 56, 2, and on and on and on. The only decent or interesting one I got was this down to where the old trotting track was. I got this one from Canada. A 1 penny from 1920. That one's pretty cool. So I like that. Knew it was different when I picked it up, and then we got it home, cleaned it up, looked it up. So that one's pretty good. So hopefully we'll get out and do some detecting here. We got the garden planted yesterday, Memorial Day, and then it rained all night long, thundered and lightened. I got a new digger, and I don't think I like it because I think that's one of the wheat pennies that I found. And you can see what I did with it. She bought it over to Aubuchon's. Got a razor edge on one end and a sawtooth on one end, and 2 big points sticking out the front of it. And them big points I don't like that. My regular garden trowel I left on the bumper of the 4Runner, and it wasn't there when I got back home, so well, hope nobody ran over it. Sun's coming out. Gonna have to dig out the detectors. I've had enough gardening to last me for the year, so happy hunting, good luck. We'll try to make a little more complete video here. I know this has kind of been a collection of randomness, but hey, that's the way I am, so we'll have to get used to it, I guess. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.